Hey, I want to make this quick video on the X2, and I'm having a horn issue. Everybody's getting the error 24 code when they honk the horn too many times, or if they're throttling and hit the horn. So I just kind of want to talk about that a little bit. Mine's actually making a weird noise, and I figured out it's because it's touching this panel. So if it touches it, watch, you hear the sound. It sounds messed up. But if it's not touching it, it sounds normal. And so it's something to do with this back pin. So I'm going to bend this plate that it sits on. I'm just going to bend that and make sure that it doesn't touch back here. Now I wanted to say something about the voltage. It's only pulling 0.2 amps, but the voltage, and we're getting a little geeky here talking about numbers and stuff, but I'm going to stick my probes in the contacts right here, and I'm going to show you what voltage we're actually sending to the bike or to the horn. So from the controller to the horn, when I push the horn button, 66 volts. And so it could be surge in power somehow. I'm not 100%. Somebody that's more in depth on that issue can maybe speak on this, but I have a feeling that that might be an issue. Also, there's supposed to be a fuse, an inline fuse from this wire to the controller, and I don't see one. So with this 60 volts, like it should have that. And so that might be something I need to hook up, and that might solve that air problem. But actually, before I hook this up, I'm going to bend this, and then we'll remount it, and it should work perfectly. So you see I put a little bend in it, made it, just real simple. I put it in my vise and grabbed a pair of pliers. So now when I hook it up, you can see it's not touching the actual plate. So I can put my finger back here. So there's a lot of space. I mean, you could just bend it, but it sits nice right there. And so that's where I'll mount it up. Plug it back in just to show that it's getting the right noise. Perfect. Now it's not gonna have that muffled noise because it's not touching. So I hope that solves some issues. And the reason I was showing voltage to this is because somebody was saying the light is the same. The light's getting 60 volts, and stepping it down to a 12 volt might drain less power, or I'm gonna have to look it up. But I know when they changed it to a 12 volt light, they had to put a little reducer in line. So if I change this to a 12 volt horn, then I might have to put some kind of reducer from 60 to 12. They make these little transformers that'll fit right up in that little box. So I hope this helps. I know a lot of people are having problems with the horn. I'm trying to solve it so it doesn't have that error code. I'll let y'all know when I figure that out. But if you're having problems with your horn, don't buy a new horn. That's the problem. Just solve it by bending the horn away from this plate.